So in this question, you're finding the derivative. Now this is a slightly complicated function. If it was just sine x, it would be easy. Sine x, the derivative of that is cosine x. If it was just x, it would be easy. Derivative of x is 1, once you take away 1 power. If it was just 1 over x, it would be easy. Derivative of x to the power of minus 1, which is the same thing as 1 over x, would be minus, because we multiply it by the power, x to the power of minus 2, because we subtract 1 from the power. But it's not. It's all three jumbled together. So we have to use the product rule here, because we have something multiplied by something else from two different rows. We also have to use the chain rule, because something from one row is inside something from another row. So it's like a function of a function. So let's see how we put those together. So first things first, there's the product rule, which says, it's here, this is in your tables, that you get the normal, just the function of one of the numbers, multiplied by the derivative of the other, plus the other one multiplied by the derivative of the first one. Okay, so in this case, this would be u, and this would be v. Okay, we'll use the text for that. In this case, we'd have u is equal to x. And you can write this down. Feel free to write this down to save yourself getting confused. And v is equal to sine over 1 divided by x. Okay? So now we're using the product rule, which says that this multiplied by the derivative of this plus this multiplied by the derivative of this. So we have the derivative of u, which is 1. The derivative of x here is 1. 1 multiplied by this function, that's sine 1 over x, plus this function, x, multiplied by the derivative of this. Now, the sine 1 over x is a little complicated. We have to use the chain rule for this, because we have a function within a function. The outer function is sine, the inner function is this. So we do outside in. That's the rule, okay? Outside in. Then you multiply those derivatives together. So the outside derivative, let's have a look at our rules here. Sine goes to cosine. So the outside derivative is cosine 1 over x. Then we move to the inside one, the derivative of 1 over x. Well, let's see. The derivative of 1 over x, remember 1 over x is the same thing as x to the power of minus 1, the exact same thing. It's just a different way of writing it. 1 over x is the exact same thing. Okay, so if we multiply that by this rule, if we multiply it by its power is minus 1, so we're going to go minus 1x, and we subtract 1 from the power. Minus 1 is minus 2, which is the same thing as minus 1 over x to the power of 2. When you have a negative power, it just means you can put it under the line. So now we can simplify this out, multiply it out. So x times cosine 1 over x times negative 1 over x squared. You can see here that this will cancel with one of these x's, and this negative will change the sign of this whole term to minus. And that's your answer up to here.